know about you, but I love to be able to have meals that are quick and easy. Tonight, I'm actually going to use one of our pantry mixes, and this is fantastic. I have a recipe that I make from scratch like this, but it takes a while, has a lot of different ingredients in it. When this came out, oh my gosh, it is better than the homemade my family told me. So it takes a lot less ingredients, and it's really, really quick. Honestly, I got to be out the door here in about 15 minutes. So I wanted to show you what I'm doing. I've got, this is one of my favorite pans. This is our Brilliance weeknight pan. Do you see how nice and deep it is? It holds quite a bit of food, but I love the deep sides on it. This cleans up like a dream with the coating. It's a little bit lighter weight, and it goes in the dishwasher really, really easily. Now, our butter chicken mix is so, so easy to do. I'm just gonna chop up a few onions. This is one of my tools that I got, was one of the first items that hooked me on Pampered Chef. My very first party that I went to 30 years ago, yes, 30 years ago, I saw this and I just had to have it. It is the food chopper. I'll tell you, I have two in my kitchen. I use them for so much because if you want bigger chunks, then you chop just a couple times, but you see how the blades actually turn and they keep rotating around as you push them down. If I wanted big chunks, I would just chop a couple times. Use this for everything. I use it a lot on nuts. You can use it on your veggies, your peppers, obviously onions. The best thing about this is that it opens up fully for cleaning. Okay, this comes apart and this whole thing opens up so you don't get all those icky cookies hiding in there. So that is one of those items that I had to have when I first got started with Pampered Chef. And actually why I started with Pampered Chef. Between that and the stoneware. So I've got a little bit of olive oil. I'm gonna drizzle this in my pan. I'll come back to that in a minute so you guys can see what all I'm doing here, okay? I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of that in, and I'm gonna use, I'm gonna get that onion in there. Now, you can certainly, if you have a bigger knife that you're using, try not to scrape your knives on the cutting board like that because it can dull them. But I will take my bigger knife and I'll flip it over to the back side of the knife, and I can use it that way. But this is our bench scraper that I love because I can just get everything right off of there. Now I've got my pan on a medium heat. I'm just gonna saute, medium high. We're gonna saute up those onions a little bit just to soften them up. Now, sometimes if I wanna do this earlier, I'll do it in my slow cooker and I can just put it on throughout the day. I've done this in my multi-cooker as well. But I've got some rice in our 2-quart saucepan. Now, this is the thing I love about this. Do you see the 4 spouts on the side? It's also got the drainer hole. So think about like your noodles, spaghetti, stuff like that. All of our, look at that. Ooh, this is our Indian style rice, and it is just steaming away, ready for my crew, okay? All I had to do was add a little bit of water, and I threw a little tablespoon of butter in there. Now, once our onions saute down, we're gonna add in our chicken, we're gonna add in some butter, and we're gonna add in crushed tomatoes. Now, here's the problem. I don't have crushed tomatoes. Don't you love it when you go to get in your pantry and you don't have what you need? But we're thinking out of the box tonight. I would normally just use the diced tomatoes, but my family does not like tomatoes. They don't like chunkiness. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I just take my tomatoes and we're gonna crush them up. So with a smooth touch can opener, oh, that's coming right off, okay? This is fantastic. It's got the little grabber on the side, okay? And it pulls the lid up right off of it. So you have a smooth edge. You don't have to worry about cutting up your dishes or your spatulas or things like that. Also, these are dishwasher safe. How often do you wash your can opener, okay? Wash them. They actually carry a lot of bacteria if you don't. So throw them in the dishwasher. To make these crushed, I'm gonna use my twist and chop, which I'll tell you is one of my new favorite items. Now, I could have used this for my onion as well, but I'm a little bit, I had already started with stuff. So this holds about 3 cups of stuff, so it's not overly large like some of your other big food processors are. I'm just gonna dump my tomatoes in here, and I'll tell you in just a moment, we're gonna have it all done. It's got a little drip hole here, so if you wanna do like some homemade hummus or any type of dip where you're needing to add some of your stuff in, some liquid in, you've got that hole right there. Okay, it's gonna get loud. Did you see that? The lights come on when I put the lid on. Ready? I can pulse it. 4. Done. That's it. 10 seconds. I don't even think it was that. Crushed tomatoes. and we're good to go. I got my ingredient that I need. We've got our chicken here. I'm gonna go ahead and add our chicken in. I'm gonna move this so you guys can see here. Just 1 second. One thing I love about our cutting boards, you guys see the well around the outside of it? That will catch any of your juices. It holds up to 1.5 cups of juice, but also they're made so they don't harbor any bacteria, and they're designed so they won't dull your knives down. So that's a really, really nice feature. Okay, we've got our chicken going, and we're gonna use our butter chicken mix, which has all of the spices. Now, it's not spicy. It's got just a very little bit of heat to it. And you might say, well, I don't like Indian food. I'm telling you, this is absolutely delicious. It's got just a wonderful, wonderful flavor to it. With our twist and chop, I've got our crushed tomatoes. I'm gonna dump those in. And I love, we have the little pour spout right here on the side. And I'm gonna add a stick of butter. Now, you guys could always take a knife and cut this up if you want to, but you know what, as far as I'm concerned, it's gonna melt. We'll get it all down in there, and it's just gonna be delicious. Now, so I want to get these flavors all nice and mixed up in here, and then I'm gonna let these simmer and get our chicken just cooked down. So let's let those go, and I'll come back here in just a few minutes. Okay, 10 minutes down on dinner. 10 minutes, that's all it's taken so far. So I've got my chicken. It's simmered for about 5 minutes, and it's cooked down pretty well. It calls for 1.5 pounds of chicken, but I actually added probably closer to 2 pounds because I think it makes a lot of sauce, and I like it to go a little bit further. So next, I've got some heavy cream, and this is going to give it a really luscious flavor. Turn this into something phenomenal. Okay, I'm gonna stir this in, and then I'm gonna reduce this down, and I'm gonna let it cook for a few more minutes. That's it. I want our chicken to get up to about 165 degrees. I'll put my lid on there so I can see what's going on. I got the steam going, so I'm gonna just go ahead and put my broccoli right there on the top until my family is ready to eat. So less than 15 minutes, I've got fantastic flavor that tastes like takeout, and I've saved a lot of money from not getting takeout this evening, but also on all the extra ingredients that I would have to get these flavors at home. So definitely check out some of our pantry items. They are fantastic. We also have like a chili mix as well as a Tuscan chicken, and all sorts of rubs and flavorings to help you make easy meals in a jiffy and get fantastic flavor. So I'd love to know if you've tried any of our pantry items below.